you did pique my curiosity with they've tried to have people assassinated in leadership positions or do you mean Trump? Are you talking about yourself? I couldn't quite glean what you were intimating on that one.
I mean, I would just say that I don't know that they've been responsible for an assassination attempt on Donald Trump. I can't prove that. I think it's very obvious that the Ukrainians were involved in the attempted assassination on the golf course in Florida this fall.
That guy definitely had some contact with Ukraine, for sure.
Well, he was in Ukraine. He was in Ukraine.
And he was asking them
met
for
with members of Congress.
Ballistic missiles or rocket-propelled grenades.
Of course. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's exactly right. And I think there are others who were the target. I mean, I know for a fact there were others who were a target of assassination attempts by the Ukrainian government. And by the way, just to be clear, the Ukrainian government, like the U.S. government, like every government, has factions within it. It doesn't mean if one part of the government does something that the rest of the government knows it's doing it. I mean, it's complicated. Did the CIA kill Kennedy? No. But it's pretty clear that, James Angleton was aware of it, who worked at CIA. So it's like, it's more complicated, and I don't mean to oversimplify anything, but it's a fact that elements of the Ukrainian government have tried to assassinate a bunch of people. And so there you go. And I think starting with the now president, and I'm not exactly sure why we haven't gotten to the bottom of that. I've encouraged it on my show. I think we do need to get to the bottom of it. I don't know where that investigation is. I don't know where the Butler, Pennsylvania investigation is. I mean, there are so many obvious unanswered questions.
We know more about Kilmar Abrego Garcia than we know about that shooter in Butler, Pennsylvania.
I know more about Dr. Jill Biden's college career which is like totally useless information, by the way, than I do about 2 assassination attempts on the now president. So I think it's very strange. I'm not withholding something I know. I really don't know why. I do think the president is instinctively opposed to talking about those attempts. I think he thinks it diminishes him or makes him seem like he's complaining, or I don't know exactly what the reason is, but as an American, I think it's fair for the rest of us to ask, like, what was that? You can't have a democracy if the head of state lives in fear of assassination. You can't, because no one can think clearly or make, wise decisions under the threat of death. So we need to get that settled, I think, soon.